So, a lot of people are asking me, Shane, what is Nevo 3.0? What is this whole AI and Web3 we're talking about? So, when I was in Dubai and I met with the CEO of PAI, he asked me to do a 10-minute napkin presentation. And nobody gets a concept in like 10 minutes, then it's pointless. But I'm going to try to break it down in 2 minutes and explain it without using any technology. That means just a pen and paper. What is Nevo? What is PAI, right? Very easy concept. So what is Nevo? Nevo is basically an ecosystem where all the companies around the world that require AI services, that means they need probably AI agents, or they need storage in terms of storing people's memories, videos, etc., like Facebook, right? So you get all of these companies that's looking for AI computing power. So there's a shift with all corporates moving towards AI. The problem is that they don't have access to huge data centers, and it costs a lot of money to set up. That's when PAI comes in. So if you look at this here, let's make a circle here, okay? And this circle is basically going to be Nevo, okay? 3.0. Now this is the ecosystem with all the companies. Like for example, on Nevo right now, we've got full social, right? Then we've got Unicorn. Then we've got Unique Awesome. I'll just put UA, right? Unique Awesome, which is a university. Now, all these companies are based in America. They're all worth over $1 billion. But what do they need? They need AI. Okay, they either need to store in social, full social, they need to store images, so they need a lot of computing power. Unicorn is basically in the finance, they need a lot of computing power. UA wants to create artificial intelligence in terms of when you're studying through their university, you're going to have an AI avatar that's going to be speaking to you, so they need computing power. So this is the Nevo ecosystem. It's all companies that's coming in that needs AI power. So where do they get it? This is when PAI comes in, PAI, okay? Full AI. Now, these guys have over 60,000 machines, which has GPU, we call it GPU power or computing power. So all of these companies now says, hey, we need to use AI. Can we rent out your machines? So PAI says, okay, no problem. So what happens is the PAI now is providing the computing power for all of these companies. Now we're only getting started with all of these companies. There's 10 more companies that's actually going to approach PAI. In fact, they're already in negotiations to use the computing power. So PAI basically is like your giant NVIDIA or your OpenAI or your Meta, right, which is owned by Facebook. Now, these companies here, they own their own data centers. They do not say, hey guys, why don't you come borrow some of our technology? No, they keep it for themselves. Whereas PAI is allowing these companies to rent. Now, where do we come in? See the 60,000 machines, those PAI machines, okay? Now, you can rent them out. You can actually own this. And if you own this here, you basically have 33 years of, let's say, contract. So once you buy this machine, you have contract to 33 years. So as these companies use PAI, they come to you and they rent the hash from you, and you get paid in PAI tokens. Now here's where the value kicks in, okay? All of these companies, if they want to operate, they need to use PAI tokens. That means there's a demand. As the demand goes up, guess what happens? The price of the tokens go up. So every day for 33 years, as you mine these tokens and as more AI companies come into the picture, your price of your token goes up. So that's in a nutshell of how this works. I hope I explained this clearly. Nevo is basically a compilation of all the AI, or all the companies that require AI, and PAI is a company that is actually providing the computing power for those companies, and you get to own those machines. I hope this makes sense, guys. If you like the information, please click follow. More importantly, reach out to me and tell me, Shane, I want to know more about the PAI ecosystem, and I'll be able to share that with you. Cheers, guys. Have an awesome day.